The number one reason why you're losing right now in Madden 26 doesn't have anything to do with your skill level. It has everything to do that you're in the wrong offense and you're not calling the right plays. I'm about to fix that in this video with the Lions offensive ebook. Alright, so this offense is going to be live on victoryformation.gg within the next 2 to 3 days, probably after you're seeing this video. But let's just jump right into it. Full ebook, right? If you want to see another offense, the Jaguars offense video is going to be at the end screen and the card will be in the top. But we have mountain clear halfback seam, mountain wide corner smash return, and mountain return trail corner. We're not going to talk about all these plays, obviously. If you want the full ebook, full setup, go ahead, check out Victory Formation. But here's going to be the gun wide trail, close audibles, and then here are the gun spread audibles. But with personnel, you just want to make sure that you have fast receivers, have a guy who can run routes like I'm on St. Brown right here. But let's just jump right into it. Every time I'm going to come out in this play, Z spot goal line, and I'm going to kind of give you guys a lot of the plays that I really like calling. And then obviously, like I said, you want the red zone offense, you want the money play, other money plays, you want some good runs. Go check out that ebook over there. Use code VLT for 20% off. But here we go. We're going to be on the short side here with our bunch. We are going to put James Williams on a post, and we are going to custom stem him all the way down. And then with the other guys, normally I just like to put B on a drag and leave Laporta or the tight end on his flat route. So right here, looks like they're going to be in a cover 3, and that's kind of just what we're talking about there, where that post route's going to do a great job of running underneath those deep zones, run super sharp, and it really has everything to do with how good custom stems are in this game. Boom. Get over this, get outside of this hook zone, but then you see L'Jarius Sneed's already running up the field with our Shriek to Amon-Ra, our slot receiver, and that creates this opening right here on the sideline. I've hit this dot so many times. I like to go to this as many times as possible, honestly, throughout a game. But then the other variation of this is if we go ahead and flip our bunch, right? So now we're still on this time our bunch going to be on the wide side. So I like to mix this in because it's pretty much the same route combination, but you're flipping sides. And so people aren't really going to expect this. This is a spot of the defense that people don't normally attack. This short sideline, where the arrow is going to be on the screen, right? That sideline area, especially when you're in bunch, no one really attacks that. So that's what we're going to be doing here. You can see once again, this time they're going to be in man coverage. Now they're also going to have a zone there, but you can see it doesn't really matter. When they're in man coverage, you're able to throw that pass pretty often, I would say. So boom, we're going to go ahead and take it. And you see he creates good separation at the top of the route. Like I said, having speed on your receiver is obviously very important, but you can also see how Laporta gets open here. This linebacker gets bumped right there, and so you can certainly throw that pass out to your flat if you have it. That's another great read for you. But yeah, that's kind of just the start of this offense. We go ahead and hop in smash return. Here I'd once again flipping is an important part of playing offense in this game in itself, but we go ahead and call route combination like this. Put your tight end on a drag, and so, or you can put your tight end, you can put your tight end on an out route or on a drag. If you put them on an out route, then I probably put my running back on a table route. And so we're gonna go ahead and take the snap right here, and you can see we're gonna have that, if I have better pocket presence, we're gonna have that post open over the top. And you can also, I was kind of just staring down my return out here for some reason, but you can just see how these post routes run, bro. You see he's not really getting bumped that much. He's doing a great job of just creating separation, but also, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, throw this seam. This should honestly be your first read on this play, because we're playing Madden 26. Seam routes are so good in this game. If their user's not there, their hook zones aren't far back, make that read every time. You can also see that, boom, cover 2, what is this? Is this a cover 2? Yeah, cover 2 defense. Flat comes down to respect our table route, and so then we're just able to throw this crosser right over, or that skinny post right over the top of him. So that's really how you can take advantage of those skinny post custom stems to create lethal route combinations out of any formation, but obviously I really like them out of this bunch X Nasty. Alright, so this was another tip that I broke down at victoryformation.gg last week. If you guys want, meta breaking, staying on top of the meta, getting ahead of the meta, that's what we do over there in the laboratory every single week. So this is something I talked about last week over there, but it's attacking the seams against cover 3. So you can see they're going to just be in a cover 3 defense, and this is my favorite time to abuse this, because you can see they're actually in a rolled cover 3, meaning their safety is going to run from one side of the field back to the middle. And you're gonna see with this route combination, this is the best way to attack this defense, and it's honestly way better than it's ever been. So all we're gonna do, take the snap, that hook zone's not gonna drop that far back, and we're just gonna have that seam open over the top. Now that hook zone really played pretty far back. Normally I like to throw that pass a little bit sooner, but you do have to have some patience, trust it, and just wait. So you see this hook zone is going to drop super far, but he can't run forever. And so really what you're looking to see is, okay, 25, this guy's in a deep half, I believe, so he's going to respect his wheel route right here. And since his inside third, like I said, he's going to be flat-footed, he's running from across the field, and so that just leaves a big hole right here in the seam. I would say if you didn't have this wheel route to number 12, this wouldn't be an open pass that you could throw. So and then obviously Jameson Williams being way faster than number 37, he's gonna run over the top of him as well, because normally, you're playing mutt or whatever, you're gonna have to lead the ball in one direction. He's not just gonna run right past him, but here you're playing regs, you're playing franchise mode, you have fast receivers, they're just gonna run right by these guys, and it's gonna make these coverage beaters even better for you. But I want to go ahead and show you another one of my favorite plays right here. Still going to be in this Bunch X Nasty, and this is still going to be from mountain clear halfback seam. All we're going to do, put Jameson Williams on this corner route. Now we're playing against cover 3, so like I said, when we're playing against cover 3, I'm just looking to attack the seam very often. But this is a route combination that I do like to call, but again, you have to be on the wide side of this play. So again, you can send your running back out on an in route, or you can block him, but you want to make sure you have Jameson Williams on this custom stemmed all the way down corner route right here. And so when you're going to see Tim Patrick come in motion, he's almost going to run like a shriek. And then you can just throw, look at, that's just beautiful. That's an outside third, and you're just running right over him. And the reason why is because he's distracted. He's distracted by the logic of this wheel route. He knows that, okay, this wheel, as soon as he breaks up, and now I gotta get back. And so really, he's honestly just still super flat-footed and just allows this corner out to get open outside of him. And it's really the custom stem aspect of this, because you just see Jameson Williams, who runs it super sharp, runs in between these two defenders, the deep zone and the flat zone, and gets to the perfect spot. And this was something that before custom stems in Madden 25, you could never, ever get a guy to run to the exact perfect spot where he's going to be able to attack zone coverage. So if we go ahead and call it again right here, I think it's a very consistent throw. So again, same thing, you can block your running back, have this guy come in motion right here, and so then boom, you're just going to take it and throw that every single time, just trusting it, trusting it, knowing that they're in cover 3. So that's just how the zones are going to play. And even if that is a cloud flat too, that you can just run right over the top of him. But really the best indicator that they're in cover 3 is how fast this guy comes running down. No one's really going to call cover 2 and have a safety running all the way down. As soon as you see that safety coming down, they're in cover 3 on that side. And so you can just use a route combination like this. These guys aren't going to turn and react fast enough at least before you can throw that pass. So that's a really great route combination to, again, attack cover 3. When they run cover 3 versus Bunch X Nasty, it is tough. It is going to be tough for them in every single possible way. All right, so the last thing I'll leave you guys with is going to be a cover 4 match beater out of this play, Cheat Flood from the Bunch Spread. This was something else that I had in the ebook. But again, like I've been saying throughout the video, you guys really should check this out, because there's a really good ebook. It has a lot of really good setups, and obviously red zone offense, where the red zone is the dead zone. And if you want to win games, most of my losses actually have just been because I wasn't putting in the time to lab red zone offense. And so that's why it's so important. Do it against match coverage here. We're going to take this snap, and you're just going to be able to see that's so easy on the sideline. I mean, you played Madden in the past, you understand how good flood concepts are at attacking, match coverage, defenses, and I would say, like I said in the ebook, if you call this play 100 times against this coverage, it's going to work just like this every single time. So one of the best, match beaters, people who just sit in match coverage, well, just audible over to a bunch spread, call the play stock, take the snap, look to be right there on the sideline. Super simple, super easy, nothing really else to talk about. All right, so that's going to do it for the Lions mini scheme ebook. I would say that the whole offense, where I talk about red zone, I talk about my freeform setting, I talk about all that other stuff that goes into making this offense a 10 out of 10 elite scheme. I would really encourage you guys to check that out. Like I've been saying throughout the video, you got to be able to score in the red zone, and so we talk about that over there. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below what team I should break down next, because although you can choose your playbook in online head-to-head, I still think there's value in learning a team scheme and then running it with their players, like you kind of have to do in college football 26. So I can certainly do other team schemes. Just comment what team you want to see down below, but I'll see you on the next video. Peace.